Hello and welcome to your mat. My name is Stacey and I'll be guiding you through this gentle yoga practice. For any of my classes, I recommend that you have 1 or 2 blocks handy and a yoga strap. But if you don't have those at home, you can always look around your house for similar shaped items that you can use in their place. Go ahead and get what you need for your practice and I'll meet you lying on your back in Shavasana. Take a few moments to settle into your back. Bring your arms and legs wide away from your body. Releasing through fingers and toes. Let the limbs grow heavy at your sides. Shoulder blades are tucked slightly beneath you, opening up through the chest and the throat. Lengthen up the back of your neck by drawing your chin slightly towards your chest. You may find it comfortable to have a small pillow or folded blanket beneath the head. From your Shavasana, start to connect with your breath. Become aware of its presence. Begin to direct the breath in and out through the nose. Each breath in fills your body, expanding in all directions. Each breath out, releasing tension and melting you into your mat. Hold on to the sense of stillness through your body. Start to turn your gaze over to the right, bringing the right ear down towards the mat. Keep the left shoulder rooted into the ground. Play with the height of your chin, drawing it closer or further from the right shoulder. See where it feels best. Bring your gaze back through center, and then over to the left. Draw your gaze back through the center. Start to awaken the rest of your body by wiggling fingers and toes. Find some rotations through the wrists and ankles in both directions. Slide your feet together at the bottom of your mat. Reach your arms up overhead, letting them rest on the floor. You can always take hold of opposite elbows if you haven't the space to extend long. We're going to take a big breath in. Find a full body stretch, lengthening from fingers to toes. As you exhale, melt into the ground beneath you. Let go of all effort. Big breath in, full body stretch. Exhale, let it go. One more time, full body stretch. Exhale to soften. Slide your feet to the bottom right corner. The hips stay centered, the feet are to the right, and start to send your upper body to the right as well. Coming into a C shape or banana shape with your body. Keep your left hip, left shoulder on the mat. Option to cross the left ankle over the right if you like. You can use the right foot to apply a little bit of traction to the left side. See if you can find that same lengthening action with each breath in, from left fingers to left toes. As you exhale, soften into the mat. Follow your own rhythm of breath. Slowly find your way back through center. Take a full body stretch in the center. Exhale, let it go. Walk the feet over to the bottom left corner. Keep the hips in the center, maybe slide them a little bit even to the right. Ground down through the hips as you start to slide your upper body to the left as well. The feet can stay side by side, or you can cross the right ankle over the left, being straight through both legs. Just settle into this position, finding a full body stretch up the right side. Creating space between the right ribs and right hip with each breath in. Releasing the tension with each breath out. Come back through center. Full body stretch here in the center. As you exhale, let it go. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Take hold of the knees, the shins, or the thighs. Just take a gentle rock from side to side massage in your low back. Land in the center, let the soles of your feet find the floor. The soles of the feet on the floor, knees open up like a book, creating a diamond shape with your legs. Option here, if you have yoga blocks, you can slide them beneath the knees for support. Or you can simply let your knees hang in space and allow gravity to do the work for you. You can place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Allow the hands to ride the wave of your breath as it moves through your body. Keep the left leg just as it is. Draw the right knee up through center. You may feel the left leg lower down towards the floor. That's okay. Just keeping the basic shape that it was in. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. Take hold of the right knee. The left knee is still opened up to the left with the inseam of the left pant leg facing the sky. You can keep the hands interlaced on the right knee, or you can bring the left hand to rest on the left thigh, encouraging it down towards the floor, encouraging stillness in that area. Start to take some gentle circles with the right knee, really isolating the movement to the right hip. Use the left hand to prevent your body from swaying from side to side. Moving slowly and mindfully as you circle through the right hip, looking for areas of tension. Circle the opposite direction. And as you come through a point of tension, this time we're going to pause there. Just looking for where you feel the stretch most. Keep the left hip, the left thigh bone reaching for the mat. Creating space between the right knee and the left knee. Just a few more deep breaths here in this position. Draw the right knee back through center. Extend the left leg long, wind relieving pose. Draw your left toes towards your face. Be active through the left leg, maybe pressing the left heel, left calf into the floor for a moment. Finding length from the left heel to the top of the head as you exhale, hug the right knee and close. Where can you find softness in this position? Can you relax through the face and jaw? Soften through the arms. Allow your belly to move freely with breath. Draw your left knee in to meet the right. Hug both knees in towards you. An option to sway from side to side with the knees, or take the knees in circles, drawing them towards each other and then away. In both directions. Land in the center. The soles of your feet find the mat. Knees open up like a book. Creating that diamond shape with your legs once again. Place your opposite hand on your belly, opposite hand on your heart. If you don't remember which that is, just choose what feels most awkward in your grip. Notice what thoughts come to your mind in these moments of stillness. Can you accept their presence as a normal part of being human? Offer yourself the opportunity to release them by redirecting your thoughts to your breath. Focusing on the body as it moves with every breath in. How it contracts with each breath out. Using the breath as a tool, a point of focus for the mind. To quiet the other thoughts that creep in. Keep the right leg just as it is. With or without the help of your hand, draw the left knee up through center. The right knee is going to lower down a little bit closer to the floor, that's okay. And draw the left knee in towards you, taking hold of it. Just noticing differences from side to side. Maybe you're a little more open on this side, maybe a little bit tighter. Release the right hand onto the right hip or thigh, encouraging stillness. As you start to take gentle circles with the left knee. Don't just rush through these motions. Make them intentional. Look for those areas of tension, of tightness. See where the circles become jagged. Rotate in the opposite direction. Just taking note if one direction of circle became easier than the other. The next time you circle through that point of tension where you feel the stretch most, pause there and offer a few breaths. Two more breaths here. Bring the left knee back through center. Extend the right leg long. The right leg is active. And you start to hug the left knee in towards you. The right ankle's flex, right toes draw towards the shin, but the left ankle can soften and relax, allowing the toes to fall wherever they choose. Slowly draw the right knee in to meet the left. Give them both a hug. Lower the soles of the feet onto the mat. Reach your right arm up overhead. Roll over onto your right side body. You can hug your knees in towards you, rounding through the back body. Let your head rest on the right arm. Maybe letting the left palm rest softly on the floor or on your body. Just taking these few moments of stillness to send some gratitude to yourself for making it onto your mat. And setting aside this moment of your day for just you. When you feel ready in your own time, find your way up to a comfortable seated position. So that can be sitting cross-legged, it can be up onto your knees or on a block or a pillow. It can even be in a chair or on your bed. Wherever you found yourself sitting, make sure you're sitting tall, shoulders over the hips. And take a few gentle circles with the upper body. In both directions. Find your center once again. We're going to move through a few seated cat and cow. So from that tall sitting position, think about sending your tailbone back behind you. Pull your heart forward and lift it up towards the sky. Gaze up for a cow back. On an exhale, scoop your tailbone beneath you, rounding through the back body, gaze to your belly button for cat. Big breath in, tailbone comes behind you, heart pulls forward and lifts up. Exhale, round your spine, scoop your tailbone beneath you, look to the belly. Inhale, cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, cow. Stay with that same combination. Or interlace your fingers behind your head. Draw the elbows towards the outer walls of the room. It's as if the elbows are reaching back behind you, trying to touch behind. Let your head rest in the interlaced fingers as you look up with your cow back. On the exhale, draw the elbows in front of you as if they're trying to touch in the center. Rounding through the back, reach the elbows to your belly button. Be gentle on the back of your neck here. Big breath in, cow back, open heart. Look up, elbows reach back behind. Exhale, round your spine, elbows to the front and down towards the belly. Big breath in. Slow exhale. Find 3 more following your own rhythm of breath. No rush to get there, but when you've finished your 3, just landing in a neutral spine. From your neutral spine, we're going to take a big breath in and reach up high. On an exhale, bring the right fingertips down onto the floor, onto a block, or onto your lap. Left fingertips are going to reach up and over to the right. Coming into a side bend here. Always the option to slide your right hand a little bit further away from you, or you could start to bend through the elbow, maybe bringing your forearm to rest on a block. Just finding the height that works best for you, so you're able to stay open through the right side body, but lengthening up the left side. Really pressing firm into the outer left hip. The chest is facing the room in front of you. We're not hollowing out and facing the floor. Every breath in, lengthen from the left fingers to the left hip. Rise up all the way. On an exhale, let your right hand come to the left knee, left hand comes behind you, find a twist. The left fingertips can be on the floor or on your block, maybe on your low back. Whichever allows you to stay tall through the spine. back through center. Give your shoulders a little bit of a roll in both directions. And if you're sitting cross-legged, a great opportunity to cross the legs in the opposite direction. It's very common that when we sit in a cross-legged position, we tend to only choose one direction. And it means that the hips will stay pretty uneven forever if we're not careful. So always make an intentional effort to switch from time to time. From here, we're going to move through the opposite side. So take a big breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart first. Press those palms together, reach the elbows to the side wall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. This time, as we reach up, we're going to find our side bend, so bring your left hand down to the floor or onto your block. Right fingertips reach up first and then over to the left. Again, just finding where you'd like to place your left arm. Maybe it's different on this side than the other. You can bring it to rest on a block or on the floor. Think about lengthening through the left side, not just the right side here. Try not to scrunch the ribs down towards the left hip. You can have the gaze neutral and forward or up towards your arm. Really pressing firm through the right hip. Rise up all the way. As you exhale, find your twist. Left hand to the right knee, right hand comes behind. Gaze over the right shoulder. Really think about lengthening as you breathe in, deepening the twist as you breathe out. Back through center. From your center, tall spine. Give yourself permission to change your seated position at any time that it becomes uncomfortable. From here, you're going to start to just bring the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Make sure that's the right ear coming down, not the right shoulder coming up to the ear. Gaze is neutral and forward. Option to extend your left fingertips long towards the left side of the room. Think about creating space from the left fingertips to the top of the head as if someone's pulling you in each direction. You have the option here of bringing your peace fingers to the right temple, just to apply a little bit of support. Creating space at the left side of your neck. From here, we'll start to turn the gaze down towards the right armpit. Option to bring those peace fingers to your third eye, the center between your eyebrows. I find in this position sometimes it can feel nice to turn the right palm to face the back of the room, or rather the left palm. With the left hand facing the room behind you, start to bend at the elbow. Bring the back side of the left hand to your low back. Keep your gaze down towards the right armpit and just play with the position of the left elbow. See where you feel the stretch most. Pause there. If you prefer not to have the support on your third eye, you can always release your right hand at your leg. Slowly release the left hand, let it come back to the legs. Release the right hand as well. Draw your chin slowly through center. Gaze forward. Moving through the opposite side, left ear this time comes down to the shoulder, gaze is forward. Stay just as you are. If you're feeling a nice stretch and you'd like to stay, you can. Otherwise, you can extend the right fingertips long, creating that length from right fingers to the top of your head. Maybe you bring your peace fingers to support the left temple. Staying active, keep your fingers reaching from the top of the head and keep feeling that stretch of the right side of your neck and into your right shoulder. A lot of us hold tension in our neck and shoulders. We tend to clench up, shrug our shoulders to our ears when we're under stress or pressure. Spend a lot of time on computers and devices, so this is a great stretch for that area. I'm going to start to shift it a little bit by turning the gaze to the left armpit, maybe bringing the peace fingers to your third eye. An option to turn the right hand to face the back of the room, bend at the elbow, bring the back side of the right hand to your low back. Play with the position of the right arm, see where you feel the stretch most. Keep sitting tall. It's easy for us in this position to start rounding into a cat-like back and slouching. It can sometimes be helpful to do this with your back up against a wall, ensuring that you stay sitting tall the whole time. The shoulders are in line with each other, not curling forward to the right. Slowly release the right hand, the left hand as well. Roll the chin forward, gaze neutral. Reach for your strap. Again, that can be a strap, it can be a belt or a long towel or shirt, whatever you have available to you. We're going to take a nice wide grip on the strap. With the arms as wide as you can reach, start to reach up overhead on an inhale. Stay sitting tall, keep the low ribs drawn in. We're not flailing through the chest. As you exhale, let the arms slide back behind you. You want to be feeling a nice stretch here through the arms, maybe the front of the chest and shoulders. If you're not, you can take a more narrow grip. But if you're taking a narrow grip, make sure the hands are relatively light and loose on the strap, so that as you come up, if need be, the hands can slide a little bit away from you. That's going to tell you your position. You never want to force yourself through these movements, especially if you're dealing with any injury or discomfort through the shoulder joints. With each breath in, bring the hands up overhead, keeping tension on the strap the whole way. Arms are straight. As you exhale, lower the arms back behind you. Big breath in, find the height. Exhale, lower the arms. So again, we're moving just the arms here. We're not swaying the body forwards and backwards. Be stable through the upper body. Big breath in, lift up. Low ribs stay tucked in. As you exhale, lower behind you. Find a few more following your own rhythm of breath. Faster is not always better. The slower your breath here, the slower the movement, the more of an opportunity your body's going to have to really absorb that stretch. Next time you come up, pause at the height. Start to exhale, lower slowly, stopping when you feel the stretch most. Holding that position, stay sitting up tall, pausing in the point where you feel the stretch. Take a few little up and down motions with the arms, little butterfly motions here. Barely even noticeable. Pause in stillness. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower the strap. Give your shoulders a little bit of a roll in both directions. And we'll come to land on our backs. Have your block nearby. Again, your block can be substituted for a rolled up towel or a pillow, stack of books, whatever you might have. Come to land on your back with your knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. Press down through your feet, lift your hips up, and slide your block beneath the hips. Making sure that the block is on its lowest setting, and supporting the pelvis, not the low back. The feet are in line with the hips, the knees are bent. Settle the hips onto your block for a supported bridge pose. Lifting your hips and adjusting the block at any time that it becomes uncomfortable. You can also choose to remove the block completely. Gentle tuck in the chin lengthens up the back of your neck. Slide the shoulder blades beneath you with the palms face up. Soften through your belly as you breathe through this position. Draw the right knee in towards you. The left will join it. Another opportunity to reposition the block if you feel any sharp edges, gouging, or poking. And we're going to send one foot up towards the sky, and then the other. Coming into waterfall pose or legs up the wall. You, of course, can also do this position up against a wall, where the heels, the legs are supported by a wall, with or without the prop beneath your hips. The same position can be done without the block. I just find in my own personal body, because of some low back sensitivities, that it's a little easier to hold this position with a little less core work, a little less strain on my low back if I have some support beneath the hips. Try out both versions at home and see what you prefer. One by one, start to bend the knees in towards you. Lower the soles of the feet onto the floor. Lift your hips up, slide the block out from beneath you. Lower the hips onto the mat. Place the block between your thighs on the lowest setting, give it a squeeze. Draw the knees in towards you and over to the right for a twist. See if you can keep the left shoulder resting softly on the floor. Send the arms out wide at your sides or take a cactus formation. By bringing the block between the thighs, it creates a little more space for the low back. If you prefer, you can also place the block beneath the knees, bring the floor a little bit closer to them. That's going to allow the left shoulder to rest on the floor. Whichever variation you've chosen, settle in and breathe space into your lower left belly. Find your way back through center. The knees hug in close and twist in the opposite direction. Choosing where you would like to use the block, if at all. Just listening to your body and letting this practice be your own. Filling up the lower right belly with breath. back through center. Release your block if it's there. Let the knees find the floor in a gentle sway from side to side. Just releasing any last remaining tension through the hips or low back. Before extending your legs long to the bottom of your mat. Releasing through the toes and ankles, let the legs fall heavy. Bring your arms at your sides, let the palms face up. Make any last minute adjustments you need to find comfort here on your back in Shavasana. Maybe it's a pillow beneath the knees or the head, or a blanket for warmth. Release all effort from the body and settle into stillness. You can soften your gaze, and perhaps close the eyes completely. This practice of stillness and of breath can remain yours for as long as you choose to allow it. I encourage you that when you feel ready to get up and go, that you offer just 2 or 3 more breaths of stillness. Reminding your body that it is okay to do nothing, to simply lie in stillness. A sense of calm and ease and breath. And such gratitude as always for you joining me in practice. Namaste.